What happens after you die? Somewhere, right now, someone is taking their last breath. Their chest rises, one final time, and then it doesn't. And in that exact moment, something happens. Something every single one of us will experience. Something no one has ever come back to fully explain. You will die. I will die. Everyone you love will die. So why do we spend our whole lives avoiding the one question that matters most? Today, we're not avoiding it. We're going to sit with it. Because the answer, or at least what we know so far, might actually bring you peace. Stay with me till the end. What you learn might change how you live. Part 1. The first moments. Let's start with the moment itself. What actually happens right after you die? Medically, death isn't always a single instant. It's a process. The heart stops. Blood stops carrying oxygen to the brain. And within seconds, the brain begins shutting down. But here's what surprises most people. For a short window, sometimes just seconds, sometimes minutes, the brain doesn't just switch off like a light. In 2023, researchers recording brain activity in dying patients found a surge of organized electrical activity in the final moments, in the same regions linked to memory and dreaming. Which raises a haunting question. Is there still awareness even in those last seconds? We don't fully know. But it suggests that dying might not be sudden darkness. It might be more like fading. Like a song slowly turning down, rather than a chord being pulled. Part 2. Do you know you're dead? This is the part that keeps people up at night. If there's some flicker of awareness left, do you know what's happening to you? People who've had near-death experiences, moments where their heart stopped and they were later revived, often describe something strange. A feeling of calm, not fear, not panic. Many describe floating above their body, watching, confused but strangely peaceful, before everything either goes quiet or opens up. Some describe realizing, I am gone, only slowly, like waking up from a dream you don't remember falling into. Nobody can prove these accounts describe an actual afterlife. Some scientists believe they're the brain's final chemical response to trauma, a flood of protective, dreamlike activity. But whatever the cause, the emotional pattern is remarkably consistent across cultures, ages, and religions. Calm, not chaos. If that's true, even partly, it means the moment you've feared your whole life might be far gentler than you imagined. Part 3. Is there an afterlife? Now to the biggest question of all. What comes after? Here, no one, no scientist, no philosopher, no prophet, can give you absolute proof. But across history, humanity has offered 4 main answers: heaven and hell. Many religions describe an eternal destination, a reward or reckoning based on how you lived. For billions of people, this belief isn't just theology, it's comfort. It's the idea that love, sacrifice, and goodness matter beyond this life. Reincarnation. Traditions like Hinduism and Buddhism describe the soul returning in a new form, life after life, learning and growing until it's finally free. It's less an ending and more a continuation, nothingness. Some believe consciousness is purely biological. When the brain stops, you stop. No pain, no awareness, no fear, just silence. To some, this feels bleak. To others, oddly peaceful, like a rest that was always coming. Another dimension or energy. Some scientists and spiritual thinkers propose that consciousness, or at least the energy that made you you, doesn't vanish, but changes state. Not heaven or nothingness, but something we don't yet have the language to describe. Here's the honest truth. No one on earth can tell you with certainty which of these is real. And maybe that's not a tragedy. Maybe it's an invitation to live in a way that would make sense no matter which one is true. Part 4. What science actually says. Let's step back from belief for a moment and look at what science does know. When the heart stops, the brain can survive a few minutes without oxygen before cell damage becomes irreversible. During this window, many patients later report near-death experiences. Bright light, a sense of floating, life flashing before their eyes, meeting deceased loved ones, or an overwhelming feeling of love and acceptance. Skeptics point out this could be the brain's chemistry, a final release of DMT-like compounds, or oxygen deprivation causing vivid hallucinations. Believers argue the experiences are too consistent, too vivid, and sometimes accompanied by details patients couldn't have known to be dismissed so easily. The honest scientific answer? We don't know if consciousness survives the body. We know the brain changes dramatically in the dying process. We know something happens that feels real to the